Whale Branch's Warrior Gymnasium on the campus of Whale Branch Early College High School. It's WHHI's Girls Game of the Week of the Summit Services High School Basketball Series, only on WHHI Sports TV. Bridges Prep controls the tip in the black, and they are going to be working from right to left on your television screen. Marcus Walsh, Kevin Libby, Larry Jacquemont, and Jeremy Pope with you. The ball turned over. Here goes Whale Branch with a shot inside that is not going to go down for Larimore Pryor, and it's going back to Bridges Prep. Their starters, Ashley Jacobs, Alexia Neal, Raylan Reeves, Michaela Lapp, and Zariah Henry, as we have a whistle with 7:23 remaining in the opening quarter. And on the other side, the starters for Whale Branch look like this, with Zara Coxum, Larimore Pryor, Trinity Fields, Kaylee Pusha Weeks, and Desiree Jenkins. No score, 7-13 left in this opening quarter. There's a jumper from the outside for Whale Branch, a little bit off the mark, as attempting it there was number 10, Kaimoni Palmer, and it's going to go back to Bridges Prep. And Kev, when you take a look at this matchup, we've got a couple of teams as the ball goes out of bounds on the baseline that have had their struggles, but are definitely finding ways to scrap, make things interesting.
You want to have fun out there. 3 is Larimore Pryor. She's a good player. I hope she keeps shooting.
Here go the Bridges Prep Buccaneers in the black, and certainly we welcome you back, partner, after a week off. Glad you're well and back here with us. We missed you.
Some people win basketball games. I won my battle with the flu.
There you go. Going inside, putting the shot up, not able to get it to go is Bridges Prep, and that was Ashley Jacobs, power forward center, sophomore, 5'7". She's going to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Reminder, our presenting sponsor is Summit Services Heating and Air, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry. Thanks to Summit Services for supporting WHHI Sports all year long. She knocks the first one. 6:32 remaining.
I got 11 on that. Michaela Lapp?
That is correct.
I like her hair.
And a little bit off the mark as it remains scoreless with 6:32 to go. Bridges Prep continues, though, with the rebound as Lapp was at the line. It was not Ashley Jacobs that I had said. Thank you very much, partner.
Team.
Here goes a 3 from the outside, way off the mark. And Bridges Prep with a chance to get down into the paint, try to put one up. And another whistle with 6:30 to go. Each team with a foul to start in this one. Reminder, our timeout sponsor for tonight, Chicken Salad Chicken Bluffton, delicious scratch-made Southern style and served from the heart.
You could taste the heart tonight. It was extra good.
It sure was. That Fancy Nancy, something special. Here goes Whale Branch on the perimeter. There's a 3 from the outside, and again off the mark. Both teams without a bucket the first couple of minutes. And the rebound goes to Bridges Prep. The visitors in black stole it away as it's going back the other way. Here's Whale Branch with a chance at 2. That's going to miss. Second chance up, and it's off the mark as Fields and Coxum touching the basketball on that offensive possession. And Coxum will go to the line for 2. Alyssa Fields, one of the Fab 5, and she is joined with Zaria Coxum, Larimore Pryor, Amari Parker, and Makema Adams, the others on the Fab 5, according to head coach LaToya Mack. That one goes nothing but nylon, and it is 5:52 remaining in the opening quarter, and we are just getting rolling here. Scoreboard says 1-1. Here's Bridges Prep with a basketball, driving inside. That's going to go out of bounds. Great defense inside, as so far we've seen the physicality already, Kev.
Oh yeah, ball control is going to be huge. That's the best band in the Lowcountry in the top left. They are rocking. Get ready for them to be here all night.
Here's another whistle going inside. 5:35 to go as they were trying to push it inside. Some thoughts from the head coach, LaToya Mack, that I mentioned. She had a great career at Beaufort and has been doing a lot of coaching within Beaufort and Whale Branch since. Actually played for the Beaufort Lady Bisons of the semi-pro leagues. She's got a fairly young group of ladies as they continue to work the basketball around. Practices have been what they've been able to retain and transfer from the day before. There's a jumper from the outside, a little bit off the mark, attempted by number 3, Larimore Pryor. Ball going to go out of bounds with 5:01 to go in a 1-1 game. Pretty strong sophomore squad that she calls the Fab Five. Particular combination bring the fire and energy along with the passion for the basketball game. They're fun to watch as a drive goes inside, and again more whistles as going hard to the hole there, I believe was number 1, Ashley Jacobs.
I got Michaela again with the great hair.
It is Michaela,
Yeah.
number 11. Number 11 with the brown braids. Hard to see with the black uniforms.
Nice touch.
That one goes down, and certainly a big key for Whale Branch is that Fab Five. They make things look very promising for this crew going down the stretch this season and into future years as well.
It's a big year for Michigan. I like the illusion.
Yes, indeed. That's a very good point, partner. Here go the Lady Warriors of Whale Branch. They trail 3-1 with 4:49 remaining in the opening quarter. They won 50-25 in a matchup earlier this year, and we saw the 31-29 ball game that Bridges Prep had victorious at home last year on WHHI Sports TV. Nice pass going inside. Great passing, but the shots won't go. Nice second chance rebound. Ball tipped, and it's going to be turned over. Might want to stick an apple inside that one because it's a turnover. Put that one up and bank it off the glass for Bridges Prep to make it a 5-1 ball game with 4:17 remaining. Ashley Jacobs gets the bucket, and that is a 6-1 ball game. Actually, they're going to call that a 3. We've got a whistle and a timeout with 4:11 to go in the opening quarter. It is 5-1 as they rechange the scoreboard. 5-1. We'll be back on WHHI Sports TV. 4:11 left, quarter number 1.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
We welcome you back. 4:11 to go, quarter number 1 here at Whale Branch. It's 5-1 in favor of the Bridges Prep Buccaneers. Reminder that our officials today, Cedric Weber, 10 years working as an official, Luther Brown, 22, and Kyle Lyda, 38. He started in 1986. You were a wee lad back then, my friend. I wasn't even born yet.
I was 1 year old. My Patriots were in the Super Bowl.
There you go. Oh, that's right. They played the Chicago Bears.
They didn't.
There's a 3 from the top of the key. It's going to misfire. And Bridges Prep with another rebound. And there again, number 11, Michaela Lapp. She's had a heck of a start to this one as she's going to rotate the basketball. 3:34 remaining. A reminder as well, or to let you folks know, that Kaysee Sullivan's going to join me in quarter number 2 as we've got a whistle touching the basketball last for Bridges Prep was Alizia Neal. 3 minutes, 27 seconds to go, 2 fouls each, and a 5-1 Bridges Prep lead. Officials work to maintain the integrity of the sports they officiate and ensure student athletes have a safe environment to play in. Without our officials, our student athletes would not be able to enjoy the sports they love. Show your appreciation to the unsung heroes of interscholastic contests today. 3:07 to go. Whale Branch continuing to rotate the basketball well. There's a 3 from the outside. Book it! Beautifully done for number 4. That is Adams. McKema Adams with a 3-point play has put that one back up and down at 6'5" all of a sudden.
Soraya, big play.
Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty, let us lead you home. 3-point play and then the deuce to follow. 6-5 with 2:42 remaining here in the opening quarter of action. let us hear now, Kevin, from Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth.
The Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth, uniting the community to promote positive choices. Nice shot. Oh, talk about a positive choice.
We're going back and forth here. 8-5 Whale Branch with the lead now. And they steal it away. Whale Branch is on a huge run. They were down 5-1 moments ago. They are hitting the rock. And doing a great job.
Fields with a big steal, and here 3 Pryor, your shooter.
Here's the rotation. Shot from the outside again, misfired by number 4, Adams. And it's going to go back the other way. 2 minutes remaining, 2 fouls each, and Whale Branch has found their shot, leading 8-5. Inside 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1.
It's like
again, go ahead.
It's like downtown Beaufort, big swing.
That's right. Again, Kaysee Sullivan going to join me for quarter number 2. Here's Laps on a drive, going over top of number 12, Fields. Can't get it to go, and Fields gets the rebound. Whale Branch doing a great job as Alicia Fields and her Warriors rotating the basketball well. Coaxum touching it. That shot off the mark. 1:21 remaining. Rebound goes to Whale Branch, and a whistle inside as the pass went inside. And we've got a stoppage with 1:19. It's going to go to the way of the Bridges Prep Buccaneers. Whale Branch comes in at 6-16 on the year, 5-6, fourth in Region A, Region 7 rather. 2-8 at home, 4-6 on the road, 0-2 on the neutral floor. They've scored 688 points on the year, given up 794, 2-game winning streak. They're averaging overall scoring 31.2 points per game and giving up 36. And on the home floor, they're averaging in non-road games, including neutral floor, 32 points per game, and they average giving up 37.5 in those non-traditional road games. Under a minute to go. Bridges Prep 4-11 overall on the year, 3-7, fifth in A Region 7, 1-5 at home, 3-4 on the road, 0-2, 459 points scored, 744 given up, a one-game losing streak. As Bridges Prep going inside, put that one up and down, beautifully done. They have scored 30.6 points per game, given up 49.6 overall. And on the road, averaging 30.1 points per game scoring and giving up 44.4 overall on road environments. 22 seconds left. There's another jumper, a little bit off the mark on the front of the rim. Bridges Prep going to corral the rebound, down 8-7. 13 seconds left. Here's Laps taking it across the floor. She's been big so far. Laps gonna swing it on over. Nice catch there for Bridges Prep. And we've got a stoppage with 1.5 remaining and a timeout. We'll take it with them. Be right back. 8-7 in favor of the home team on WHHI Sports TV. We welcome you back. 1.5 seconds remaining in the opening quarter here at Whale Branch's Warrior Gymnasium. There's the inbound, and Bridges Prep going to try a three, a little bit off to the left, attempted by Laps. And that is the end of the first quarter. 8-7 in favor of Whale Branch over Bridges Prep. Quarter number 2 of the Girls Game of the Week presented by Summit Services on WHHI Sports TV. Coming up next. Hey y'all, come check us out, offering bicycle sales, bicycle service, and bicycle rentals for the Lowcountry. We offer all types of bikes for the beach, road, or trails. There's also trikes and recumbents along with home and commercial grade fitness equipment. We also provide other outdoor fitness equipment for pickleball, swimming, running, and tennis. Check out our 2 locations to serve you, Sports Addiction at 200 Okatee Village in the Okatee Shopping Center, and for Bluffton, Old Town Bike Barn at 28 Dr. Mellichamp Drive in the Promenade in Old Town Bluffton.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices, for your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
We welcome you back. Second quarter action here of the Girls Game of the Week in the Summit Services High School Basketball Series on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Kevin Libby, Larry Jacomot, Jeremy Pope with you as we are wrapping up the season here on WHHI Sports. With the basketball, the Whale Branch Warriors, who all of a sudden just started shooting the lights out. They trailed 5-1 at one point. They lead 8-7 now. Going inside, putting that one up a little bit too strong is Whale Branch in the white. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and I believe Bridges Prep was the last to touch it. And it looks like that is going to be the situation, and that is the call. So Bridges will have it. Whale Branch the last to touch. Bridges has it. And it's going to go back into the front court for Bridges Prep. They're working out on the perimeter. There is Laps for three. A little bit off the mark. Rebound beautifully done by Parker. That is a great play there by Amari Parker. Whale Branch working quickly. There's a three from the left wing. That's well short. Parker trying to grab the rebound. It's going to go out of bounds with 7 minutes even, and the clock is continuing to run inside 7 minutes.
I like that they're shooting. Lots of confidence.
Stops at 6:56 left in the opening half. Whale Branch with the basketball. They're going to work it just inside the three-point line. That jumper falls. Beautifully done there, as that was Larimore Pryor, number 3, coming in. Joining me now is Kaysee Sullivan, the athletic director of Bridges Prep, as we have a whistle with 6:40 to go, and the clock will continue to roll. 2 fouls for each team. Set 10-7 our score. Kaysee, how are you?
Hey there, I'm doing great. Just enjoying the game day life. You know, really busy, but
oh yeah,
gotta love it.
6:32 to go. How are things going in the winter session of sports here at Whale Branch?
You know, winter's been really exciting for us right now. I think one of the most exciting parts, and the fact that today is Girls and Women's in Sports Day. I have 2 of my wrestling females that are going to individual state. So they qualified in those lower weight classes, so that's really exciting for us.
Talk about what you saw out of the football team, as well as there's a jumper from the outside. Put that one up and down for Larimore Pryor. It's 12-7 with 6 minutes remaining.
I'm sorry, repeat it.
The football team had a really good season this season.
Yeah, so we had a really good season this year. We finished out with a winning record, of course, and we had, of course, a big rival win over Battery Creek. I think that was one of the most exciting parts of our season.
We were there. It was a 45-12 matchup, and Whale Branch with the victory is going inside. Not able to get that to go, but a heck of a turn inside for Desiree Jenkins of Whale Branch. It was 12-0 Battery Creek at the end of the first quarter, and 13-12 at half. And then Whale Branch with the huge second half to get the convincing victory, as at the line is number 22, Desiree Jenkins. And ring around the rim and in. And how's everything going with you holding down the fort as the athletic director? Year 2 for you, if memory serves, correct?
Yes, this is year 2 for me. I started in Charlotte last year at South Mecklenburg High School, and that was a great experience. And I was just excited to be able to come back down to the Lowcountry. I've been super busy, but I've just been super blessed for this opportunity to come and fill those shoes of Carlos Cave.
Great shot inside there for number 11, Zaria Coxum. 14-9, 5:35 remaining in the opening quarter. Joining me for the second is Kaysee Sullivan, the athletic director of Whale Branch, and everything that's going on with athletics. Talk about the 2 coaches for Whale Branch that we're seeing in these matchups today. Start off with certainly the girls' coach, LaToya Mack.
I would call Coach Mack a quiet storm. She's got a great history behind her, being such a great player at Beaufort High School, and then it's a blessing to have her here with us. So I'm excited to watch her and watch this team grow. I know she's excited about all the things she has coming up, especially with our middle school program as well. So I'm just excited to see the future with her.
And then Jeremiah Faber, you talk about a Loco legend with all the years that he was at Ridgeland Hardyville doing great things with the guys program. Obviously very excited to have him back in the Loco and to help continue the tradition of Whale Branch basketball after 1 year of Antoine Wade.
Yeah, you know, I've really enjoyed Coach Faber. He's actually helped me with my athletic directing, just, you know, being my second year in. He gave me some good pointers, and he's been a good year for me to talk to with some things. And then, of course, with all his knowledge he has in basketball, I'm just soaking up everything he can give me right now.
Laps misfires. There's a rejection. It's going to go out of bounds. It remains 14-9 with 4:32 remaining in the second quarter. Reminder that Sports Addiction is your bike, sports, and fitness equipment store for over 20 years. And at Superior Services, you can make the superior choice. 16-9, 4:28 remaining in the opening half of basketball. Marcus Walsh, Kaysee Sullivan, the athletic director of Whale Branch Early College High School, joining me. And we're here at the Warrior Gymnasium. Nice pass inside, not able to get that to go, and Bridges Prep going to get the rebound. Obviously, Whale Branch with a big win over Bridges Prep earlier this year, 50-25. And there's a jumper a little bit off the mark from Laps, and it's going to go back inside as number 22 corralling the basketball. Desiree Jenkins, we've got a whistle with 3:58 to go. Talk about what you've seen on the day-to-day from these Lady Warriors. Their record is not obviously what they were hoping for, but just the fight, and that obviously goes certainly based off what you were just saying with Latoya Mack.
Yeah, so knowing the girls personally throughout the school day, it's been a blast, and I've really enjoyed seeing them in the hallways. And of course, you know, there's always want to come up and bother me, Coach Sully, you know, what you got to eat in your office. So being able to see them throughout the day and then watch them, you know, work really hard on the court, it's just been a great time. I don't have any bad complaints about the girls. They're just really good to work with.
We have a timeout. 3:58 to go in the first half. 16-9 in favor of Whale Branch. Back with more after this on WHHI Sports TV.
I'm Daniel Court.
And I'm Debbie Court, and we are Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty.
Some of the buyers and sellers that we encounter naturally experience that fear of change. But we once heard that life truly begins at the end of our comfort zones.
So if you're ready to make a change, give us a call and let us lead you home.
Hey y'all, come check us out, offering bicycle sales, bicycle service, and bicycle rentals for the Lowcountry. We offer all types of bikes for the beach, road, or trails. There's also trikes and recumbents along with home and commercial grade fitness equipment. We also provide other outdoor fitness equipment for pickleball, swimming, running, and tennis. Check out our 2 locations to serve you: Sports Addiction at 200 Okatee Village in the Okatee Shopping Center, and for Bluffton, Old Town Bike Barn at 28 Dr. Mellichamp Drive in the Promenade in Old Town Bluffton. We welcome you back. 3:58 remaining in the first half. 16-9 in favor of Whale Branch over Bridges Prep. That was a steal and a lay-in. It was awfully close to going off the front of the rim, but a friendly little kiss, as Bill Raftery would say, and it goes down to make it 18-9 in favor of the home team in white. That was well done by Makayma Adams, excuse me, as she's one of the Fab Five. Talk a little bit about that, as there's a jumper a little bit off the mark. Bridges Prep gets the rebound, can't get it to go on the second chance, and the rebound goes to Whale Branch. Coach Mack has her Fab Five. Do you have any idea where that inspiration came from, as that three hits the net, goes out of bounds on an air ball?
You know, I really don't. I call it a quiet storm because she's always got something cooking, and she's going to surprise you what she does.
I see Fab Five, and I think of Michigan, certainly, without question. And Kevin Libby even mentioned that in the first quarter as well. Just a great atmosphere. That three ball a little bit too strong for Bridges Prep, and Whale Branch corrals the rebound. Again, they got a 50-25 win earlier this year against these same Buccaneers. I believe that matchup was at Bridges Prep earlier this season. This environment is definitely something to behold as there's a jumper from the outside, a little bit off the mark. You were saying that your band is very active, and we got to hear them at some of the breaks and certainly pregame. Talk about some of the extracurriculars going on with the school.
Right, no, the band is definitely a fan favorite. They go to a lot of competitions. They actually just placed first in their drum line at a competition recently. So definitely a school favorite, fan favorite overall, especially from football season, and they've grown tremendously.
A whistle with 2:22 to go. Bridges Prep continuing to not being able to get the rock through the net. They're down 18-9, just 5 fouls total for each team so far. 2 for the home team, Whale Branch, and 3 for the visitors. From Bridges Prep, this rivalry, when you take a look at what it's like in terms of distance, it's got to be right up there with some of the other ones we see. Beaufort Battery Creek comes to mind, some of the Bluffton rivalries
Definitely.
between Bluffton May River. It's got to be a lot of fun to see a couple of times a year as that Whale Branch shot misses from the outside, and Bridges Prep gets the rebound to try to cut this deficit down from 9. A minute 54 remaining, and a big key for them is to try to, I think, get inside here, make something happen. You were talking about some of the sports that you played and whatnot growing up. Talk to us a little bit about those and where you got your inspiration to get involved in sports.
Yeah, so I was a three-sport athlete in high school. I played volleyball, basketball, and I did track and field. And I actually went to college for track and field. I went to the University of South Carolina, go Gamecocks, where I was a thrower on their track and field team competing in the SEC.
18-11 as Michaela Lapp puts that down off glass to cut the deficit to 7. And you talk about the Gamecocks. They're doing great on both the men's and women's side as that basketball is going to go out of bounds off of Whale Branch. That's off of Larimore Pryor. 1:12 to go in the first half. We'll have second half action coming up here shortly. Marcus Walsh, Kevin Libby, Larry Jacomot, Jeremy Pope, and Kaysee Sullivan joining me here in quarter number 2 of the girls' game of the week in the Summit Services High School Basketball Series, only on WHHI Sports TV. Working around the basketball is Whale Branch. Beautiful pass inside. Put that one up. Not able to get it to go. Second chance opportunity. Those offensive rebounds are going to get you every time if you can get them. And a whistle has a little bit of hard contact there. 47.4 seconds to go. What's coming up with the spring?
Oh man, I'm super excited for spring. I want my girls track team to go for a 3-peat. You know, I was fortunately I was at Woodland High School when they went for their 3-peat for girls track and field, so I want Whale Branch to do it too.
There you go. Gotta love that. Sports are back and really rolling here at Whale Branch Early College High School. That 3 well off the mark, attempted by McKema Adams, one of those Fab 5 members that I talked about earlier. Talk about just the overall staff here at Whale Branch and what they've been able to do the first couple of years, bringing you in, and the vibes that you see on the day-to-day, not just from athletics, but just in general.
So I think the staff has just been so welcoming to me, which has just been so helpful in my transition. I am from the Charleston area, so I'm not very familiar with the Beaufort area, and they just have welcomed me with open arms. They even say that I kind of talk like them sometimes when I get a little excited or anything like that.
26 seconds to go, 19-11. Only 4 fouls for Bridges Prep, 2 for Whale Branch going inside, putting a shot up, not able to get it to go, and there's a scrum for the basketball. As there's some big-time action inside. Whale Branch trying to contest for it. 16.2 seconds remaining here in the opening half of play. Kaysee Sullivan joining me for quarter number 2. Kevin Libby will be back in quarter number 3. We're glad to have Kevin back. Bridges Prep getting ready to inbound. Long pass tipped up, and it is corralled by number 10, Raylan Reeves. There's a jumper, ring around the rim, and not going down. And battling for the rebound, getting near the baseline was Whale Branch's number 22. That's Desiree Jenkins. And Bridges Prep will get the basketball as Jenkins did touch it. Bridges Prep gonna have a chance to take another shot. Ring around the rim and out. Ball up and a little bit off the mark, then rejected and swatted away by Jenkins, 10.5. 19-11 in favor of Whale Branch. 10 the first half of action. Kaysee, thanks so much for joining me in quarter number 2. Best of luck the rest of the way at Whale Branch.
Thank you so much for having me, Jeremy. I appreciate it.
We have got halftime here. Kevin Libby will join me back here in just a moment on WHHI Sports TV. Actually, we do have a shot coming up at the line, so not quite halftime just yet. Marcus Walsh joined with Kaysee Sullivan moments ago. That's a little bit off the mark. And the second one is off the mark as well. So that indeed will end the first half. 19-11 in favor of Whale Branch over Bridges Prep. Second half action coming up next in the girls' game of the week. Brought to you by Summit Services, only on WHHI Sports TV. We'll be back shortly, everybody.
Did you know your brain doesn't fully develop until your mid-20s?
Substance use harms brain development, causes mental health disorders, and leads to addiction.
E-cigarettes negatively affect oxygen supply, endurance, and attention.
Marijuana affects reaction time, concentration, and decision making.
Alcohol harms endurance, judgment, and complex motor skills.
Pain medication and substance use increases mental health disorders and leads to addiction.
All of these substances negatively affect brain development and function.
Don't let your team down.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
We welcome you back to the second half, 19-11, in favor of Whale Branch on the girls' game of the week over Bridges Prep. Here, brought to you by Summit Services. It's the high school girls' game of the week on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Kevin Libby back alongside with me. Jeremy Pope, Larry Giacomo with you. Whale Branch controls the tip to start half number 2. And there's a whistle down inside. Our scores from the first half: Henry with 4 points, Michaela Lapp with 3, Raylan Reeves with 2, and Alicia Neal with 2. On the other side, Adams with 5 for Whale Branch, Lamore Pryor with 6, and Coaxum with 5. And the foul trouble, Fields with 2 fouls.
No shot
indeed.
Offensive foul.
Reminder that Summit Services is our presenting sponsor once again for high school sports. Summit Services Heating and Air, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry. Thanks to Summit Services for supporting WHHI Sports all year long. And also a reminder that Court Lifestyle Pros at Charter One Realty, let us lead you home. They're our 3-point play sponsor as well, as Whale Branch gives the ball up to Bridges Prep. It's going to go out of bounds. 7:15 to go in quarter number 3. Your keys for this second half, partner.
Ball control. So Whale Branch, I think, is taking a lot more set shots. I'd like to see Prep do the same. Liza Neal, nice steal on that one.
Here's Whale Branch. Reminder, you can become an official, make the right call, become a high school official, be the difference maker your community needs as Whale Branch is set to drive. Nice pass going inside. That shot won't go. But beautiful kick out, second chance opportunity. No, Whale Branch with a chance at a third, and Michaela Laps comes down with the rebound. High school graduation shouldn't have to end your involvement with high school athletics. You can become an official by joining a local officials association sanctioned by the South Carolina High School League. You can become physically fit, make new friends, become a positive influence in a young person's life. That jumper well off the mark, second chance points. Put it down for Bridges Prep.
Zariah Henry, nice shot, kid.
Stay involved in the game that you love, earn extra income, and more. Become an official, highschoolofficials.com.
It's a fun job. I love doing it.
And you did it for multiple sports for quite some time.
Me and my dad, those were the days.
Speaking of officials, as Whale Branch continues to rotate the basketball, that jumper well off the mark. Attempted by Pryor, and Whale Branch gets the rebound. Nicely done. Shot from the outside. Ring around the rim and out. Going to be near the baseline. Cedric Weber, 10 years of service. Luther Brown, 22. And Kyle Ida, 38 years of officiating. There are officials for this Whale Branch Bridges Prep game here from the Warrior Gymnasium on the campus of Whale Branch Early College High School. Glad to have Kaysee Sullivan with us as we've got a whistle. And is that a travel? What's that called?
That's a double dribble. But Michaela's having a good. Yeah, she's having a good game on the block, though. I like the way that she's rebounding. She's very physical. So Michaela's showing that, I mean, for a sophomore, very, very high talent, high skilled player.
That one a little bit off the mark, driving inside, trying to get one up, and to go is Desiree Jenkins. She can't, but looks to head to the line, and indeed she will for a pair in a 19-13 game with 5:48 to go in the third quarter. 2 fouls on the guests for Bridges Prep to this point. Coach Harrison came up from the middle school to help out Odie Davis and Dustin Kuntz. Team's healthy. A great coaching staff led by Odie Davis, and they're battling, working on the fundamentals this season. They've got, looking at the roster, a bunch of mixture of freshmen and juniors, which is certainly going to help things out moving forward for Bridges Prep as the years go on. 21-13, 5:48 remaining here in the third quarter. Beautiful pass on the inside from Henry, trying to get it to an open teammate. 5:43 to go, another stoppage in action. 21-13 in favor of Whale Branch. Long inbound, Whale Branch with it. They're going to think about taking the three, now go for a shot inside, and it's going to be a little bit off the mark, and the rebound goes to Bridges Prep. Ball loose but corralled nicely, and the Buccaneers turn it over. Put an apple inside that one because it's another turnover. There's a jumper inside, or maybe a cherry. I said apple earlier. There's a second chance opportunity. Put that one up and down to make it a 10-point ball game.
Desiree's having a night.
She sure is. Desiree Jenkins has been all over the place. 5:12 remaining in the quarter.
And she was like Midas on those free throws. She had the touch. Marcus, I do believe that's a coach's timeout.
It is. 5:12 to go. We'll take it with him. Be right back. 23-13. Whale Branch with the lead in the girls' game of the week in the Summit Services High School Basketball Series. Only on WHHI Sports TV. We're back after this.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Bridges Prep will get the basketball. 5:12 to go here in quarter number 3. 23-13 in favor of Whale Branch over Bridges Prep in the girls' game of the week in the Summit Services High School Basketball Series. Only on WHHI Sports TV. Laps going inside. Can't make the shot from the line. Jenkins gets the rebound, and she looks to push. Nice rotation. There's a three, and it's a little bit off the mark, short. Attempted by Adams. Bridges Prep gives it back up, and Whale Branch with another opportunity inside the three-point line, way off the mark. Desiree Jenkins couldn't get it to go, and Whale Branch continuing with these opportunities. Ring around the rim out, going back the other way to Bridges Prep, now stolen away by Whale Branch. That leader goes in, put that down for Desiree Jenkins. She also plays volleyball and soccer, stolen away, put that one up and down. That one goes.
Zariah's going off.
Zariah Coaxum. Zariah Coaxum got that to go, and it's stolen away. Here we go again. Put that one up, not gonna go. Second chance, you betcha. What a job by Whale Branch as they continue to flourish, and all of a sudden they're on a mini 6-0 run, and now lead by 16. Going inside his laps, turning around, putting that one up well off the mark, and the rebound goes to Whale Branch. You were talking about Coaxum. She is indeed going off, partner. There's another leaner. Ring around the rim and out. Attempting to get the rebound was number 4, Makema Adams. She couldn't. Whale Branch getting the rebound off another miss from Bridges Prep. There's a three. Right wing. Oh, put that down. That's a three-point play, courtesy of Larimore Pryor and courtesy of Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty. Daniel, Debbie, Court, the rest of the crew, they will help you get home as they'll help lead you home. 32-13, that one a little bit strong as it's going to go out of bounds. Again, Cedric Weber, Luther Brown, Kyle Lida, our officials.
Well, the wheels have come off, so enjoy the ride, but the bus isn't going anywhere. Whale Branch has won this game.
32-13, 3:20 to go in the third quarter. A reminder, chicken salad, chicken Bluffton, delicious, scratch-made Southern style and served from the heart. Want to do a shout-out to Fat Babies as well. They fed us a couple of these matchups on WHHI Sports TV. A big timeout sponsor as that ball's going to go out of bounds off Bridges Prep. Fat Babies of Hilton had come by for pies and sandwiches in a relaxed setting with a jukebox and TVs.
It's a good time.
Try the Fancy Nancy, try the Sausage Guy. Those are my two favorites at our dining establishments for the basketball season.
Respectively.
2:56 remaining. Great passing from Whale Branch. That one, though, a little bit too much spicy brown Plockman's mustard on it. It's going to go out of bounds. In on the play defensively, though, was Jacobs for Bridges Prep. Going to stick with Whale Branch. There's a three outside. Book it! Bang! I'll take all three of those in a side of chips, says Larimore Pryor. As it's 35-13, I see that wry smile. You enjoyed that one, didn't you, Kevin
I
Libby?
enjoy everything you do, buddy.
Thank you very much. 2:40 to go. One thing that we'll mention, too, is that the fouls have not been a huge factor so far in this one. Been clean, but the shots just haven't been going down for Bridges Prep, and they've been playing tenacious D.
Yeah, Prep's not really planting their feet before they shoot. The time of possession on this one's remarkable.
35-13. Bridges Prep led 5-1, and they haven't led much since. There's a three from the outside, well off the mark. Bridges Prep, again, led 5-1, and they ended up trailing 8-5 at the end of the first, 19-11 at the end of the second. They actually trailed 8-7 at the end of one, 19-11 at the end of two, and it's currently 35-13 with the Warriors of Whale Branch here in the Warrior Gymnasium on the campus of Whale Branch Early College High School at the line. A little bit off the mark there, attempted by number 3, Larimore Pryor.
She's got a nice shot. Looks like a kid that spends a lot of time playing ball during the summer.
Charles Dixon, the assistant to LaToya Mack. Mentioned Odie Davis, Dustin Kuntz, and company earlier as well.
Pryor's just a sophomore, but she plays with a lot of confidence. I attribute a good amount of that to coaching.
Ring around the rim and in for Pryor.
We've been calling LaToya Mack as a coach for a while now. Her teams are excellent. This is their final game of the season. You can see where the work went. Good job in practice all season, girls. It shows. Look at this nice press.
No question about it. Beautifully done, as this is the final game for all four teams that we'll see, girls and guys, heading into the playoffs. The guys will definitely get in, as there's a leaner from the outside, not going to go. Second chance inside, no. And it's going to be Jenkins coming down with a rebound and giving it off to number 11, Zaria Coaxum. Coaxum on a drive. She's going to put it up, go, oh, beautifully done by Zaria Coaxum. Put that one up and down for two. And Bridges Prep down 39-13 with under 2 minutes to go. Laps goes inside. That's not going to go, as we had a whistle inside. Bridges Prep just has not been able to get the shots to go down. Their defense has struggled as well. Too much Whale Branch here tonight as Henry goes to the line to shoot a pair.
Zariah's taken over the quarter, but Desiree Jenkins inside. Credit to the senior. Really making it tough for any kind of shot opportunities for Prep.
(39-13). Go ahead, Kev.
This is Jasmine Lavender at the line.
That one well off the mark. 39-13. Want to give a shout out to our ladies of WHHI Sports and WHHI-TV. Jessa Jeremiah, the GM, Jessica Surrett, General Sales Manager, Susan Green, Account Executive. We certainly wish the best to Ida Gibbons. Did some work for us here at the station. Diane Fisher-Simmons is one of our on-location reporters. Maria Soden, WHHI Production Coordinator. Lisa Richardson, WHHI News and Program Manager, and she had some great information on what's going on with the station and FCA during one of our games earlier this year between Hilton Head and May River. That shot goes up and a little bit off the mark. Betsy McDaniel, one of our news anchors and on-air personalities. Allie McNair, much of the same, and certainly Robin Zimmerman, one of the news anchors, on-air personalities as well. There's a jumper from outside, well shy. More on-air personalities, Debbie Lines and Catherine Madiman. Thank you all very much for all you do. Here's a glide inside Whale Branch with the opportunity. Ring around the rim and in. Put that one down for, I believe that was Zeta Scott Frazier, number 10, correct?
I show Zariah Coaxum.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Going off this quarter.
There's a jumper from the outside off a turnover, well short. Rebound beautifully done by Alyssa Fields. And it's sticking with Whale Branch. They lead 41-13, 1:08 to go, going inside, and a whistle. Stoppage and play, one foul for the home team Whale Branch, 4 here in the second half for the visitors for Bridges Prep. Inbounding for Bridges Prep is Laps, and it's gonna go with a strong pass. Taking a jumper is Henry. Actually, she kicked it back out. Laps got that to go. Nice shot there for Michaela Lapp. She is one that I really had my eye on coming into this game off of what she did a year ago. And she continues to sizzle.
And great hair. I want to shout out Allie McNair. She taught me how to be a newsreader. It's fun to have a girl boss.
Indeed.
They'll tell you most women in business who are leaders, specifically C-suite, we're talking about the executives, the women who find success, over 90% of them have sports in their background. So ladies, it's a preparation for life. Be competitive, it's a good thing.
Bridges Prep with the basketball off the steal. Davina Coleman, the principal for Whale Branch. And at the other end, Gary McCullough, the CEO. Caroline Lovell, the Chief Operations Officer. Daniel Tooman is the principal of the high school. Ashley Reed, the assistant principal of the high school. Brett Macy, the AD for Bridges Prep, formerly of May River. Jeremiah Young, K-8 principals. That shot goes up and down for Bridges Prep. And that is the end of the quarter. 41-17 after 3. Whale Branch with the lead at home in the girls' game of the week, brought to you by Summit Services. We've got more action next on WHHI Sports TV. Hang on, everybody.
I'm Daniel Court.
And I'm Debbie Court, and we are Court Lifestyle Pros of Charter One Realty.
Some of the buyers and sellers that we encounter naturally experience that fear of change. But we once heard that life truly begins at the end of our comfort zones.
So if you're ready to make a change, give us a call and let us lead you home.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
SummitServices.com.
We welcome you back. We head to the fourth, 41-17 in favor of Whale Branch. Bridges Prep with just 6 points in that quarter. Whale Branch with an onslaught as they led 19-11 at the end of 2. And with the, I guess that'd be 22 points to get to 41. Just underway here at quarter number 4, the money quarter. as Brent Musburger used to say, and there was a little bit too much shuffling of the shoes. That's a walk, and it's going back the other way to Whale Branch.
When you were in high school, did you go to the dances?
Yes, a lot of them.
Me too.
Very few times did I have a date. I normally went stag, but I was there.
Well, then you're not obliged. You can dance with whoever you want.
That's true. A lot of the times I was left in the corner. That one not going to go down, and the rebound, it's tipped, and it's going back to Whale Branch.
Marcus, we've all been in the corner somewhere.
There's a three, a little bit off the mark, and it's going to go back to Bridges Prep.
Those are nights when you kind of find your boys, you know?
That's true. 7:10 to go in this one. Been great having you back, partner. It's always great working with you, my friend.
Good to be here, my guy. I mean, what's better than a night calling basketball?
That's right. Long pass, about half court. There's a three, top of the key, a little bit off the mark, and Bridges Prep gonna come down with the rebound. Sports Addiction is your bike, sports, and fitness equipment store for over 2 decades. That's 20 years, everybody. 41-17, 6:37 remaining in this one. Just 6 fouls for each to this point in this half. And a whistle, 6:28 to go. The wrestling has been big here at Whale Branch, along with a lot of other sports. The wrestling team has grown with about a dozen female wrestlers. They've even taken some titles as champions of state tournaments. 2 girl wrestlers have qualified for individual state this year in a couple of weeks. Mary Black in the 125-pound weight class, and Giannina Rosario in the 110-pound weight class. Congratulations to both of them for putting in some great effort, no doubt about it.
It's a big deal. Go get it, ladies.
6:13 to go. There's a three outside. Oh, put that down. Jenkins is on fire. Desiree Jenkins. Good grief. 44-17.
Take a look at how her teammates reacted to that one and know everything you need to know about that girl.
There's Whale Branch just getting another bucket to go, nearly getting a steal, and playing some tenacious D. Putting that one up, not getting it to go are the Buccaneers. I apologize, but I do not have a number 4 on my roster, and I've seen her all night.
Talking about 44 is Uriah Henry?
Number 4, the redhead.
Oh.
Right over there. We do not have a name for her, so we apologize, but she's going to the line. I've checked numerous times.
I don't see it either. That's confirmed, brother.
So she's going to the line. Florence Center to host the South Carolina High School League 2024 Boys and Girls Basketball Upper State, Lower State, and State Finals. It's been selected. And previously, the Florence Center has hosted the Lower State Tournament. This is the first year they will host the Upper State Tournament and the State Final games. Excited to have the Upper State Finals, Lower State Finals, and State Finals at a centralized location, says Dr. Jerome Singleton, the commissioner of the South Carolina High School League. Having the games at one location will not only provide a different experience for the teams involved, but it will give fans a chance to attend several games during the 7 days of competition. Congratulations all around to everybody. And there's going to be a lot of great competition in the high school league. You had a chance to see some of these games, certainly the Hilton Head and May River games the Hilton Head May River matchup in 7-4A as Jenkins goes to the line. You missed the Hilton Head Bluffton matchup that we had a couple of weeks ago, unfortunately. Who's your pick out of the girls and guys, for that matter, in 7-4A? Or I should say in the high school league.
Well, Bluffton, they're amazing.
On the girls' side, you like Bluffton with the guys as well?
Oh, the guys I think is a little bit more open.
I like Bluffton and May River in the high school league.
You know what you're going to get with May River. Whitmore's defense is consistent.
Really good boys team. And the girls of Bluffton are insane. They're
girls
so
of Bluffton
good.
are a state champion level team.
Absolutely. And on the other side, I really like the Hilton Head Prep guys. And the JP2 girls in skis look outstanding, along with HHCA that we saw against Hilton Head Prep early on in the year. 45-18 your score. Oh, bang that one up and in. I'll take all 2 of those and a side of fries. 45-20 with 5:18 to go in the ball game. Whistle down towards here. 5:12 to go.
I love Whale Branch. It's a great atmosphere.
Absolutely. And the band is rocking.
I like the horns. Not everybody can play a horn like that.
Absolutely. Going inside, putting that one up, not getting it to go is Whale Branch. Nice rebound. Second chance opportunity, a little short. Third chance, can they do it? No. Fourth chance. That's short. And it's going back. It is a defensive rebound, and here go the Buccaneers of Bridges Prep. Love that black uniform that they're sporting. Reminds me of Duke's black uniforms. There's a jumper from the inside, a little bit off the mark, and the rebound goes to Whale Branch. The Warriors here at the Warrior Gymnasium looking to improve to 7-16 on the season.
Thanks, Larry.
Sophia Fess, a 7th grader, number 4 for Bridges Prep. She's been a big part of this game in multiple occasions. So shout out to you, Sophia. Keep on doing you.
I think she's a relation to the theater teacher, Fess.
What's that?
I think she's a relation to the theater teacher, Fess.
I'm not sure.
I hope so. Theater's fun.
4 minutes, 38 seconds to go. Yes, I was told that radio was once known as the theater of the mind. That's not going to go down, and the rebound goes to Whale Branch.
I was once told I have a face made for radio.
I've been told that too. That's going to go a little bit off the mark. Loose ball, Bridges Prep trying to corral it. Whale Branch says, no, you don't. Not in our house.
Wow.
Loose ball, and it's going back the other way. Hot potatoes. The basketball's going back and forth. Going inside is Jenkins. Why not? When all else fails tonight, give it to Desiree Jenkins. She'll clean it up as she did right there to make it 47-20. We've got a loose ball and a player on the floor. That is Sophia Fess that we were just talking about. The 7th grader up on her feet.
Tough to play at the varsity level as just a 7th grader. It's a lot of adjustments socially, but she's averaging 10 points a game down at the 7th grade level in this 23-24 season. So she's a shooter. They're looking for scoring. Let's see if they can spread out and give it to her with some room to stop and pop.
Kevin, let's hear from Superior Services.
Superior Services. Make the superior choice.
Indeed. 47-20, 3:55 remaining in this one. Going inside and getting that one from the corner of the paint. Put that one down as Whale Branch now leads it 49 to 20.
Fields is having a big game, Marcus. I mean, she's been there on both sides of the floor. I like on the offensive side, she spreads it around.
Absolutely.
It's been a balanced floor for Whale Branch. Again, Coach Mack does a great job establishing what's become a nice tempo.
No doubt about it. That jumper well off the mark. And it's going to go loose. Again, officials work to maintain the integrity of the sports they officiate and ensure student athletes have a safe environment to play in. Without the officials, student athletes would not be able to enjoy the sports they love. Show your appreciation. Unsung heroes of interscholastic contests today. Those officials today: Cedric Weber, Luther Brown, Kyle Lyda. A bunch of years of officiating for them.
Called a good game. It's tough to call some of this kind of action where it's a little bit chippy, but they've been consistent.
70 years of officiating for them. Varsity football and volleyball made the 1A playoffs for Whale Branch. Boys cross country placed 7th in the state this season, highest team finish in school history. And varsity basketball, the Earl Campbell 2023 preseason basketball tournament champions. Things are definitely happening here at Whale Branch for sure. They lead 49-20.
It's a great culture. It's come a long way in the time that we've known it. We've been calling games. I know you and I have been at this a little over a decade just in terms of coverage in this area. Branch is a great story of a school coming back strong.
No doubt about it. This is my second time here to Whale Branch, and another great time and very fun atmosphere as they're up by 30. Ball loose, and Whale Branch going to take it away. Easy chance at 2, not this time. Second chance, no. Off the iron, and it's going to go back to Bridges Prep. Hot potato going to go out of bounds. Make the right call, become a high school official, be the difference maker your community needs. High school graduation shouldn't have to end your involvement with high school athletics. You can become an official by joining a local officials association sanctioned by the South Carolina High School League. Become physically fit, make new friends, become a positive influence in a young person's life, and more. Become an official WHHIschoolofficials.com for more information.
It's a fun job. You get to, have a uniform, play on a team. It's a good time.
That one a little bit off the mark, and it's going to go back to Bridges Prep. 2:52 to go in this one. Fess going to give it up and get it back, and a little bit of a travel. So it's going to go back to the Lady Warriors of Whale Branch, who lead 50-20 with 2 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in this one.
The Buccaneers are young. Give them time to learn how to space the floor, learn how to run set offensive plays. The biggest chance for improvement is always the summer.
Bridges Prep going to fall to 4-12. There's a jumper from the outside. A little bit off the mark from Christine Rogers, or Christney Rogers, rather. And that's going to go out of bounds. And Whale Branch going to improve to 7-16. They're riding a 3-game winning streak with this win. They're 2:32 away from it.
It's going to be fun to call Prep again next year. They got some great underclass talent.
Here's Rogers swinging it over to her sister, Crystal Lynn. And there's a jumper. Book it. Well done there for Whale Branch. 52-20. 2:08 to go. 52-20 in favor of Whale Branch as we are inside 2 minutes to play. There's a loose ball. Whale Branch has got it. They're going down the floor. Nice pass. Putting that one up and in. 1:45 to go. 54-20. Inside 2 minutes to go. Just 5 fouls here in the second half of action. It's been a clean game, but a lot of missed shots on the other end and a lot of turnovers. Going back the other way. And that pass a little bit too strong. 91 seconds remain. It is senior night, so we will have the senior night extravaganza in between matchups between the girls and guys. Whale Branch well on their way to a victory here in the Summit Services Girls High School Basketball Game of the Week. It's part of the high school basketball series only on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Kevin Libby, Larry Jacomot, Jeremy Pope, our WHHI Sports TV basketball crew with you. And Bridges Prep getting to the line. It's Brittany Utes, a senior, center rather, freshman, 6 foot. 54-20.
No seniors on Prep. The final regular season game on Branch for Zeta Scott Frazier, as well as Kaylee Pusha Weeks, and probably our player of the game, Desiree Jenkins.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. That one missed. Whale Branch going to get the rebound. Inside a minute and a half to go.
Final minutes here for Trinity Fields and Kaimani Palmer.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sorry, Kaimani's a freshman, but Trinity is senior.
1:03 to play. Loose ball, and it's going to go out of bounds.
It's just fun to be in the atmosphere. Even if you play in college, it never has quite the same flavor.
That's right. Good rotation. There's a three. Whale Branch missed everything there as it was attempted by Christney Rogers.
More buckets.
45 seconds to go. Whale Branch going to improve to 4-6 in the region. Bridges Prep will fall to 3-8. 7-16 will be Whale Branch coming up, and 4-12 will be Bridges Prep. .7 seconds to go. 56-20 is our score at the moment. 22 seconds left. Ball loose, but corralled nicely by Chrislyn Rogers. She's still got it. Lap working on her. Rogers gives it up. There's a jumper from just outside the free throw line. Put that one up and down. 58-20 in favor of Whale Branch. 3 seconds left. This one's going to end. And a three goes up. It's short. 58-20 the final score. Whale Branch a winner. They go to 7-16 on the year to finish it off. And Bridges Prep falls to 4-12. For Larry Jacomot, Kevin Libby, and Jeremy Pope, I'm Marcus Walsh. Thanks for joining us for the Summit Services Girls Games of the Week this season. We've got more action coming up Thanks for tuning in, only on WHHI Sports TV. So long, everybody.